Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, Head Currency Analyst. In this video we're going to be taking a look at gold. Now this video is going to be a bit more of a technical overview of the potential short idea down to a support area. So it might not be filled with much fundamentals. The only fundamentals we've really got this week, we do have the FOMC meeting minutes out of the US, which could affect the price of gold going into this week. Now the Federal Reserve are talking about hiking interest rates but potentially slowing the pace of which they do so. So that could have a positive effect on gold. That's the reason why most recently we have had this decent rally on gold. So maybe price is going to come back to a supporting point, and then price is going to continue to the upside on gold. Now I've got the daily chart here. We can see that price had been in this bearish channel for some time until, like I said, that fundamental announcement, the fact that the Federal Reserve could hike rates at a slower pace, has pushed the price of gold to the upside. Now we haven't quite reached the $1,800 level on gold yet, which is where I am expecting price of gold to head towards. We also have to kind of put into play the fact that we do seasonally see gold trade a little bit higher, especially when it starts coming into the December, January, February period. So we also have that to come towards the end of November. November actually can be a bit of a tricky month for gold, but we haven't really seen the seasonality follow it. So maybe I'm expecting price to come a little bit lower first before seeing the continuation to the upside. So if it is going to continue to the upside, where could it continue from? Well, we've got the 1725 handle here where we can see price found some resistance in the past, or we have the $1,700 area in here, which sits in an area where price has found support in the past as well. So bit of a zone for us to work with, but that could be targets for anyone that is short on this pullback phase in the market. Okay, so what we're expecting is a move down to 1725, potentially then a move up to the $1,800 level. Now on this pullback here, we often talk about the fact that we could get some downward trends forming in a pullback phase. So if I actually go to the 4-hour time frame, what you can see at the moment is price making new lows and new lower highs. Okay, so that could be an option for us to suggest that price could start pushing back to that 1725 handle here in order to then see buyers step back into the market, because we've got this start of a downward trend forming here. Now, if I was just to take that a little bit further, how could we potentially look for opportunities then to enter on a market like this? Well, if I go to the H1 chart, the 1-hour chart, we can see here that price usually pulls back, forms a little bit of a retracement phase, breaks the trend line support, price continues to the downside. We have the example at the top of the market here where price makes some new lows until price then trades out of those lows and we move to the downside. We have a similar thing going on here now. Price makes a higher low, higher high pattern, and price has closed outside of that trend line there. So that could be an opportunity for us to see sellers jump back into the market and push price back to the downside here. Alternatively, you could wait for some kind of other type of pattern. You've got the head and shoulders, maybe with the left shoulder, head, right shoulder being at that trend line resistance as well. That could also act as resistance going forward. But it looks to me like we're potentially heading back down to the 1725 handle for a retest of this area. We may then see buyers step back into the market for a move up to the $1,800 mark. Hopefully that made sense. If it did, leave this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the YouTube channel to see some more of our Forex trading content. And I'll speak to you in the next video.